All right, thank you so much, Blake. It really is incredible what John Larson and company can do to make Phoenix Muni such a special place.
Absolutely, Sammy. Now let's bring on someone who we know appreciates the ground coup at ASU just as much as we do. That's the head coach of Arizona State football, Kenny Dillingham.
Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Of course. Thank you all for having me.
All right, so the spring game is now a couple weeks behind us. When the media heard from you last, you were overcoming a cold, potentially a bit of a lack of sleep. So now that we're almost to May, what's your day been like in comparison to early April?
Yeah, just different, That's the fun part about college athletics is you have a different job every few months. You're a football coach, right? And then you're a recruiter, and then you're a scheduler and a planner and a businessman. And then you're a fundraiser. So right now is a lot of recruiting, a lot of evaling, especially with the new portal. You're evaling kids that go in the portal constantly. And then you're building relationships with guys quickly that enter the portal at this day and age. And then on weekends you have official visits. So it's just kind of everything but really coaching is kind of the role right now because most of our players are gone and they're headed back home for 2 to 3 weeks.
And Coach, you've been leading Sun Devil football now for 5 months. Maybe it feels like an eternity, maybe it feels like 5 seconds, but what have been some major lessons that you've learned as you lead a Division I program for the very first time?
Yeah, I would say just listen to people. You're not the only person, that has all the right answers, so continuing to listen to people and take ideas from people, and then just stay true to who you are. I would say those are 2 lessons that I've learned is don't try to be somebody you're not. And combine that with just continuing to listen and bring ideas from everybody into your program constantly, so it's not stale.
Coach, so while class for people like us here at the desk may be dismissed in the summer, plenty of work still to be done when it comes to Arizona State football in the offseason. So as you head into this period of time, what do you know about your football team as it stands today?
I know they believe in what we're trying to get accomplished. I know they have a passion and a chip on their shoulder, either the chip on their shoulder from the guys that were here last year or the chip on their shoulder from the guys that transferred here and it didn't go great in whatever way, shape, or form their circumstance dictated last year. So we have a lot of guys with a chip on their shoulder, and they're growing together, and we're becoming a team. So that's what I've learned is these guys want to win. They're passionate, they have a chip on their shoulder, and they're coming together. And then more importantly, we have good kids. We have good human beings on our team.
And Coach, there's no doubt that this program has changed dramatically since you've taken over. You've done so much to grow the culture and show your passion for the Valley. What excites you the most as you get ready to take on your first season at the helm?
The highs and the lows. I know nobody says the lows excite you, but I'm excited to see our team respond to the good and the bad, right? That's really what this is about. It's about teaching guys that when great things happen, there's still something that happens after it. How do you respond to that? And when bad things happen, there's still something that happens after it. How do you respond to it? So what am I excited for? I'm excited to be able to coach and teach and get into those moments where there's extreme panic, right? There's extreme chaos, right? And be able to coach and teach and grow these guys to have them understand that this is life. There's ups and downs. It's all about your response.
Well, it's been exciting for us as media to see basketball hoops getting wheeled out at practice and at the spring game as well. So, Coach, we're curious here in the studio, if you could pick one assistant coach to team up with for a little team-wide 2v2 basketball tournament, who are you picking and why?
Well, that's tough. It would either be Coach Samp or Coach Baldwin. So Coach Samp was probably the guy, probably's got the most juice, but Coach Baldwin, when he gets his hat on backwards and he turns into a competitor, I kind of want him in my corner. So I'd have to be one of those two.
Well, Coach, thank you again for taking the time to come on Cronkite Sports Live today. It means a lot to us, and you'll always be welcome to come on. We'll catch up with you in the fall, and good luck this summer.
Sounds good. Thank you all for having me. Go Devils.